You've got a number. You know exactly what it is. It's the first thing you check when you walk into the gym, and it's the thing you'd casually mention on a date if you thought you could get away with it. Your bench press. Here's the uncomfortable part. That number you're so proud of, it might be making you weaker. Not stronger. Weaker. In every way that actually matters the second you step off that bench. And there's one muscle the bench press literally cannot train properly. It's the exact muscle holding your shoulders together. Stick around, because if you skip it, you're building a body that looks strong and folds under real load. Let's get into it. Here's what's actually happening when you bench. You lie down, you plant your back on a flat padded surface. You pull your shoulder blades together and pin them there. That's the setup every coach screams at you about. Retract, tuck, drive. And then you press. Now think about what that bench is doing for you. It's holding your shoulder blades in place. It's stabilizing your entire upper back so you don't have to. The single hardest part of any real pushing movement, controlling your own scapula in space, has been completely outsourced to a piece of gym furniture. You didn't get strong at that part. You just paid the bench to do it for you. Rent, not ownership. This is the difference between open chain and closed chain movement, and it's the whole game. The bench press is open chain. Your hands move through space, your body stays fixed against the pad. A push-up is closed chain. Your hands are planted on the ground and your entire body moves instead. That one difference changes everything about which muscles fire and how much your nervous system has to coordinate. Let me make this concrete. In a bench press, your job is basically one axis. Push the bar up, lower the bar down. The bench handles your torso. Your shoulder blades are locked to a surface that doesn't move, doesn't wobble, doesn't demand anything from the muscles that normally keep them stable. In a push-up, nothing is holding your shoulder blades for you. Your body has to do it. Every single rep, your torso is a bridge suspended between your hands and your toes, and something has to keep that bridge from collapsing. That something is a network of stabilizers the bench never asked you to use. And the star of that network is the serratus anterior, that fan-shaped muscle along your ribs that pulls your shoulder blade tight to your rib cage and lets it rotate cleanly as your arms move overhead. Boxers call it the punching muscle because it's what drives the shoulder blade forward. You've probably never trained it on purpose in your life. That's the muscle the bench cannot train, because the bench takes its job away before you even unrack the bar. Here's why that matters more than it sounds. Your shoulder blade isn't bolted to your skeleton. It floats on your rib cage, held in place entirely by muscle. When it's controlled, your shoulder joint sits where it should and every press is safe and powerful. When it's not controlled, the whole joint gets sloppy, the small rotator muscles get pinched picking up slack, and you get that deep clicking ache that never fully goes away. Studies on scapular mechanics show the serratus anterior fires significantly harder in closed chain pushing than in open chain pressing. Push-ups, and especially the push-up plus variation, are used in clinical rehab specifically to rebuild serratus function after injury. That's not a fitness influencer talking point. That's physical therapy. Nobody on earth prescribes a heavy bench press to fix a winging shoulder blade. They prescribe push-ups. Every time. So here's the absurd little picture I want you to hold on to. There's a guy who benches 140 kilos, genuinely strong on paper, the kind of number that ends arguments. Ask him to hold a clean, hollow body push-up at the bottom position, chest an inch off the floor, body dead straight, and his shoulder blades pop off his rib cage like a pair of chicken wings trying to escape. Big press, zero control, all engine, no chassis. And here's the second guy. He can't touch 140. He's never tried. But he can crank out 20 strict push-ups with his shoulder blades locked flat the entire time, then flow into a handstand against the wall. Which one of those two do you think has a healthier, more resilient, more genuinely useful upper body? It's not close. I know exactly what you're about to type. But I can bench 100 kilos, I'm obviously strong. Sure, you're strong at lying down and pushing a bar off your chest while a padded surface does the stabilizing for you. That is a real skill. I'm not pretending it isn't. It is just not the same skill as controlling your own body through space. And your shoulders keep the receipts on the difference. And here's the objection under the objection, the one you're not saying out loud. Push-ups are the easy beginner thing. I'm past those. That belief is exactly why your progress stalled. You treated the foundational movement as a warm-up to graduate away from, when it was the thing quietly building everything the bench couldn't. You didn't outgrow the push-up. You skipped it. This is why so many heavy benchers have cranky, clicky, permanently annoyed shoulders. You loaded the press for years. You never once trained the stabilizer underneath it. The strong part got stronger and the weak part stayed exactly as weak as the day you started. And the gap between those two is the precise address where shoulder injuries move in and never pay rent. Quick one from me. If a single video just explained something your last 3 years of training somehow never did, the subscribe button is right there, doing its own quiet closed chain work. Costs you nothing. Stabilizes the channel, moves on its own. So how do you actually fix this? You rebuild the stabilizer the bench let you skip. Here's the exact protocol in order. Step 1. The push-up plus. Standard push-up, but at the very top you push a little further and let your upper back round slightly, actively spreading your shoulder blades apart. That last inch, that little extra reach at the top, that's the serratus firing. Most people have never felt it. 3 sets of 8, slow and controlled. Step 2. If a full push-up already wrecks your form, regress to incline push-ups. Hands on a bench, a table, a windowsill, body in one rigid straight line. No sagging hips, no drooping head. Lower with control. The goal here is not reps. It's keeping your shoulder blades glued flat to your rib cage the whole way down and the whole way up. Step 3. Once flat push-ups feel genuinely easy, you slow them down instead of adding reps. 3 seconds down, a 1-second dead pause at the bottom, then drive up. 10 of those controlled reps will do more for your shoulder health than another plate on the bar ever will. Step 4. When that's easy, elevate your feet. Decline push-ups shift the load up toward the shoulders and force even more stabilization out of that serratus. That's your full ladder. Plus, incline, tempo, decline. No barbell, no bench, no spotter. Just your body learning to hold itself together. Run that progression for 6 weeks and something strange happens. The clicking quiets down. Overhead movement feels cleaner and lighter. And the pressing strength you were chasing on the bench this whole time? It climbs anyway. Because the stabilizer that was silently capping you isn't the weak link anymore. So let's go back to that number. The one you check on the way in. The one you drop on a date. It measures exactly one thing, and now you know what it is. How much weight you can move while something else holds you together. Your push-up measures whether you can hold yourself together at all. And that's the flex that actually carries over to every single thing you do outside that gym. The sport, the lift, the fall you catch yourself from, the shoulder that still works at 50. So, put the bar down. Learn to control your own body first. Then, if you still want the number, you'll earn it properly. And your shoulders will still be talking to you when you do.